This is to all those of you who are triggered, frightened, angered and disgusted when feminism is spoken or brought up, saying that it is a movement full of women hating men. Why does a movement for women become so misunderstood to the point where it's still about men? Now, I want to tell you all a story about my childhood. When my younger sister was 7, she wanted to play football. As you may see, football stands for so-called boys' sport. So her dad gave everything to try and convince her to give up football and try something else. I can remember how we argued with boys with a park when they wouldn't let us play football with them or allowing us to play only as a goalkeeper. I can remember how we sneak out of the house early every morning for her to practice her left kick. I also remember that one day that almost got us both killed because we were so concerned that Dad would find out. We ran so fast across the street that the bus driver didn't even see us coming. And it was that it took her mom to say, "It's over, she must enroll in her practices tomorrow." As it was yesterday, I can remember Mom fiercely arguing with Dad on behalf of me and my sister, and he finally outnumbered giving in. And the look of pure joy, happiness and excitement on her face when she got home from her first practice. She walked like she was floating until she realized how much her muscles hurt, but I was bursting with pride. Fast forward 9 years later, she got suspended from school because she was arguing with her PE teacher who wouldn't let her play football in class with the boys. Guess why? Just because she was a girl. And when she stood up for herself and said that that was stupid, horrible and utterly wrong, she got suspended. Later on, when he found about her boyfriend and that he was training football, he gave her an A, saying that she don't need to go to his classes anymore because she had a boyfriend who played football, so she'll get his marks. Now, imagine what does that to a 16-year-old girl. She was so hurt and angry that she didn't go to school for 5 days. It was so difficult for her to rise above that pain and realize that she can actually do anything she wants, whether it's football, boxing, painting or karate. And then, to prove him wrong, we played football outside of his house every day for a month until he let her play with the boys. As for me, I never was a girly girl, and though I was, and I can't think of a word that I disliked the most girlier than her. I love to dress up, I love putting on makeup, I am very passionate about acting and reciting. I played it almost every school play and a couple of them in actual theaters, and I know that is cool, right? And I shared the first place for 4 years in a row with the best reciter in the city with a boy named Sava, who got on to be the second in the state. The great woman Wangari Maathai said, "The higher you go, the fewer women they are." And I come to realize that this is indeed true. Sad, but true. Why was I sharing? Because I was a girl. I was a girl who wasn't feminine enough. I was a girl who recited male poems, and when they wasn't male, they were too masculine for me, for a girl. For 12 years that I was competing, I always ended up as first in the city with the same excuses. You are a girl, sweet and innocent. You can't recite nor compete with the strong and powerful male poems. They weren't written for you. Next time, find some good love poem. For 12 years, that was all I heard. Every time I went home defeated, hurt, but most of all pissed, full of a desire to prove them wrong. I remember I tried one time and dressed up as a boy, wearing some ugly hat with my hands in my pocket. I stopped wearing makeup and dressed up as I would usually because I wanted to look more serious and tough so they wouldn't take me for granted. And they took me as a crazy one. My mom used to wear ugly men's suits and comb her hair in a tight bun, and she had long and shiny, beautiful hair. But her head hurt so much after she decided to cut all of her hair off. Why? To look more as them. To look more as a man so she can get a job in their companies. And this is what male-dominating society do to us. Girls and women, we have turned pretense into an art form because we can't find another way to succeed except to pretend and blend it. But this isn't the way. We can fight this. We can fight this by accepting our differences and making them our strength, not our weakness. To this day, I'm left wondering what would have happened if I was the one who got through and not Sava. Would I be the second in the state? Maybe I wouldn't have won any place, or maybe, just maybe, I would have been first. But I'll never know. Though deep down I know I had a power to crush them and rise to the top. And this is the problem with our global culture and our society. We see girls as less than a boy, a man. We do not value girls as equal. We see so little in them. We disgrace them, underestimate them. Why? Why do we do that? Why are women not as capable as men? I mean, sure, they are biologically stronger, but this is 21st century and straight isn't all that much. Why is it okay if a boy don't wear a shirt around the house or in public, but it isn't okay if a girl try to? And I say try because that is only what we could do, try. Never do and get to do that. They took our own bodies from us and made them theirs by not allowing us to make decisions for ourselves. They constantly bring out the differences about our bodies but continue to feel free to make decisions for us, not even understanding the problem, that it isn't a problem in the first place. They couldn't have babies last time I checked, yet they feel free. They are the ones compatible to bring laws on abortion and medical care. Why? Why do we over-sexualize women but don't allow them to be as sexual beings as men are? We try everything to shut down their desires, making them feel ashamed for them, to shut down their dreams and hopes. We teach them that their goals in career are not as important as men, nor can be more important than having family and getting married. But yet we don't teach boys the same. I myself don't see me married in the near future and having kids, but because I'm 19, society that I live in and even my own family is expecting that from me. And when I try to say to them that this isn't something that I want right now, what do I hear? It must be something wrong with her, or I'm afraid she's into girls. No, there isn't something wrong with me, nor am I into girls. And if I was, then what? It simply isn't something that I want in my future now. But unfortunately, there are girls my age or older, even matured women who are pressured by their own families, work, society, to get married that end up making the wrong choice. They are forced to give up their dreams, jobs, future accomplishments, aspirations. They get beaten up or aren't loved as much as they deserve. Then the smart ones get the chance to say, it's her own fault, her choice, her mistake, and they get so angry when a woman stands up for herself and others, identifying herself as a feminist, addressing the issue. They say that it isn't needed, continuing to oppress them, spitting out the word as if it was a poison, something so bad that the one should be punished for. But in spite of all of this, I believe that there is hope. And we need to teach our children what the words equal and human are, and that boys and girls around the world are humans, and as humans are equal and deserves to be equal in their humanity, having the same opportunities and being able to make the same choices. We all need to stop teaching boys that it isn't okay to cry, be sad and weak. We need to stop putting them in the small cages of false masculinity that they need to repair and fulfill their egos. Please do not teach girls to shrink themselves and make themselves smaller, saying to them that they cannot be ambitious. And do not please teach them to compete with one another, not for jobs or accomplishments, but for men's attention. Do not say to them, close your legs, and cover up while teaching them to smile against their will and buttoning down their blouses in order to get their degree and be successful. Do it so your daughters and your sister daughters and your brother's daughters can grow up playing football, wearing short denim skirts, aspiring to be astronauts or female presidents. Do it so the boys will know that it is okay to cry and be sad, that women cannot emasculate them, that they are not a threat. Do it so they can both grow up respecting each other, seeing their dreams, desires, and needs as equal because they are. Do it so no other girl would have to pretend and neglect her femininity. Do it so we can both be happy, embracing our differences, learning that we are equal. And there would be no feminism because we will all be feminists, equalists. My name is Anđela, and I today say to you that I am a female, I am a feminist. I believe in social, political, and economic equality of the sexes, and that if the equality was the norm, there would be no feminism. Thank you.